you've always known. Somewhere inside you, there is buried knowledge, something that tells you that words are more than just sounds, more than symbols on paper. They shape, they create, they encode realities. Since the most ancient times, humanity has intuited this secret. Wizards and priests chanted forbidden mantras. Prophets declared words that changed the fate of entire civilizations. In every culture, the word carried mystery, influence, power. But this truth was diluted, forgotten. What would happen if you discovered that the words you use every day are not random? That there is an invisible structure within them, an energetic code capable of opening doors to hidden forces within you? We have been trained to see words only as tools of communication, something to convey an idea, express a desire, make a request. But what if there was something more? Something that has always been right in front of us, but we were never taught to perceive. Words are vibration, and vibration is energy. Every sound that leaves your mouth is not just noise, but a command, a wave of resonance that touches the structure of the universe and your own being. What you say, what you think, what you write, it does not just describe reality, it builds it. Since time immemorial, sages have known this. The ancient Egyptians called this science hekau, words of power. To them, pronouncing a name was to invoke its essence. The Hindus developed mantras, and even in Western traditions there are echoes of this mystery. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. There is a reason why words have such a profound effect on us. A compliment can lift your energy like a spell of elevation. A criticism can cut deeper than an invisible blade. Words create sensations. They connect memories. They program minds. Your subconscious responds to words as if they were realities. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am weak," your body and energy adjust to that statement. If you say, "I am strong," something inside you responds to that command, even if at first it feels like a lie. Language was never just about communication. It has always been about programming. And whoever controls language controls perception. Whoever controls perception controls reality. What makes a word sacred? What separates an ordinary phrase from an incantation capable of altering mental and energetic states? The answer is not just in the word itself, but in the intent behind it. Every day, without realizing it, you use words that carry more than meaning. They carry frequencies, patterns, portals to higher or lower levels of consciousness. Some words drain your energy. Others expand it. Some imprison you in a cycle of repetitive patterns. Others can open a new phase of your life. But there is a hidden code within language, something that can be deciphered and consciously used. From now on, you will understand that what you say and how you say it can be the key to unlocking the hidden power within you. From the moment we learn to speak, we are immersed in an ocean of words without perceiving their true impact on us. We say phrases, repeat expressions, absorb meanings without questioning. Every word carries a code, an energetic pattern that shapes the way we think, feel, and exist. Since ancient times, this wisdom was reserved for a few. Egyptian priests used chants with surgical precision, choosing sounds and symbols with an exact purpose. Celtic druids protected their knowledge in oral traditions because they knew that written words could be misused if they fell into the wrong hands. In every corner of the world, ancient people saw language as a portal to something greater, a bridge between the visible and the invisible, between the human and the divine. But over time, this knowledge was lost. Language was trivialized, reduced to a mere functional tool, stripped of its sacred nature. What was once a mechanism of creation became an unconscious habit, and without realizing it, we became slaves to the words we use. We think we are merely describing reality when, in truth, we are sealing our own fate with every phrase we speak. Words shape beliefs. Beliefs shape perception. Perception shapes experience. The cycle closes before we even notice. That is why some cultures treated certain names as secret, only to be spoken by initiates. It was not superstition. It was a recognition of the inherent power of the word. What happens when we say something with conviction? The body responds. The heart races, breathing changes, the mind adjusts to the new frequency. And if words can modify our internal state, what prevents them from modifying the world around us? What we say vibrates, and vibration is the foundation of everything that exists. When we speak, we project a frequency, and the universe responds to that emission. This is not mere philosophy, it is vibrational mechanics, but we were taught to ignore this, to speak without intention, to repeat phrases loaded with negative meanings without ever questioning their effect. The words you choose are not just reflections of your reality, they are its building blocks. And this is where the game changes. Because once you realize that every word is an energetic command, you begin to understand that you were never just a passive participant in reality. You have always been encoding it, even without realizing it. What if every phrase spoken was a spell? What if every repetitive thought was a program that you yourself install in your mind and body, conditioning yourself to live within specific patterns? Because the truth is this: your words, your beliefs, your internal stories are the invisible scripts that dictate your life experience. You could be strengthening yourself or sabotaging yourself every second, simply by what you choose to affirm. The ancients knew this. They protected certain words, restricted certain names, revered silence as much as the word, because they understood that speaking was not just expressing but creating. They chanted specific words with precise rhythms because they knew that sound is not just noise but vibration, and vibration influences matter. What you say does not just linger in the air. It imprints itself on your energy, on your vibrational field, on your emotional state. The issue is not just about changing words, but changing the intention behind them. You can say, "I am strong," 1,000 times without believing it, and nothing will change. But if the phrase is charged with conviction, with energy, with an authentic vibration, your body and mind will respond to it as a command. Because that's what it is, commands. You are constantly giving commands to your system, to your subconscious, to the universe. And it responds. It always has. And this is the breaking point. Because when you understand that every word is a frequency, a code that reverberates inside and outside of you, the inevitable question arises: what have you been invoking? Because yes, words are a call. Every time you affirm something, you are opening a portal to that reality. Most people live trapped in self-imposed spells, negative enchantments reinforced every day. They say, "I can't do it. This always goes wrong. My life is hard," without realizing they are programming their own destiny with these decrees. Because yes, they are decrees. The subconscious mind does not distinguish irony, does not question, does not refute. It only receives and executes. It is not enough to repeat empty affirmations. You need to feel them, embody them, speak with intention. When Egyptian priests pronounced the Hakau, words of power, they did not merely recite. They became the vibration of what they spoke. Each syllable was charged with a specific energy, designed to alter states of consciousness and activate certain forces within and outside of them. This knowledge has not been lost. It has only been diluted, disguised, transformed into something that seems trivial, so that only a few could truly access it. Why do some phrases echo in our minds while others dissipate into the air? Because there is a vibrational mathematics behind language. Every sound generates resonance. Every resonance affects your internal structure. And when you begin to speak with intention, to choose words as if selecting sacred instruments, to perceive that each syllable carries weight and hidden meaning, your reality begins to change. And then you begin to listen. For the first time, truly listen. Not just to others, but to yourself. You observe your speech patterns and ask yourself, how many times a day do I decree something negative without realizing it? How often do I reinforce limiting beliefs disguised as simple comments? How many words have I absorbed throughout my life without questioning their impact on my energy? Because now you know that every word carries a vibrational weight. Some align you, others distort you. And most people speak without any awareness of what they are programming for themselves. What you say to others is one thing, but what do you say to yourself? What echoes in your mind when no one is listening? Because it is that voice, the quietest one, that shapes your life most profoundly. You can tell the world you are confident, but if inside yourself you repeat, I am insecure, that will be the dominant vibration. Now imagine taking this to the extreme. Imagine spending an entire day choosing every word with intention. A whole day without automatic phrases, without reinforcing old narratives, without feeding patterns that no longer serve you. A day where every sentence spoken is a decree of power, an alignment with the reality you want to live in. What would that experience be like? What would change? Who would you become by the end of that day? If language itself is a code, then letters are the fundamental elements of this matrix, the notes of an invisible symphony that shapes the reality around us. But what few realize is that these symbols, these characters we use to write, are not mere arbitrary conventions. They carry hidden meanings, layers of energy, and archetypes that silently operate within the structure of consciousness. Since the most ancient civilizations, writing has always been seen as something divine. In Egypt, hieroglyphs were called Medu Nata, the words of the gods, because it was believed that each symbol possessed inherent power. The Hebrews saw the alphabet as a reflection of creation, where each letter contained a fragment of the universe's primordial energy. In the Hindu tradition, Sanskrit sounds were not just phonemes but sacred vibrations, activating energy centers in the body when pronounced. What these cultures knew, and what we have forgotten, is that language is not just a means of expression, it is a system of activation. This means that every word you speak, every letter you write, is emitting a specific frequency, tuning you into certain forces. What happens when you pronounce a long, open A? There is a sense of expansion, of flow, and a sustained M, as in ancient mantras. It reverberates in the chest, activating a state of depth and contemplation. These are not coincidences. They are vibrational patterns. Words do not merely describe, they move energy. And here lies the crucial point. If every letter and syllable carry a vibrational weight, then the way you combine these structures directly affects your reality. Some words have a natural harmony, a fluidity that aligns us with elevated states of consciousness. Others, filled with tension and dissonance, seem to trap energy, limiting our expression. Have you ever noticed how certain phrases seem to hang heavy in the air while others flow like a crystalline river? This is not just a matter of meaning. It is a matter of vibration. What if you could decipher this matrix? What if you could understand what each letter activates within you and begin to use them consciously? You would no longer be a hostage to automatic language, but an architect of your own frequency. That is exactly what the ancients did. When they inscribed symbols on temples, when they chanted specific words in rituals, when they named people and objects with near mathematical precision, they weren't just choosing words. They were tuning frequencies. Now look at our modern world. Most people speak without intention, write without awareness, and repeat linguistic patterns that were installed in their minds without ever questioning them. And the result? Confusion, fragmentation, a disconnection between speech, thought, and internal vibration. But everything changes when you realize you can take back control, when you understand that each syllable can be a key, and that speaking is not just an act of communication, it is an act of creation. And here comes the practice. Try something now. Close your eyes and slowly say, I am. Feel the resonance of these words in your body. Now, extend the vowel. I am. Do you notice the difference? The sound becomes deeper, more charged with presence. Now try adding an intention. I am strength. Speak with emphasis, feeling what this combination activates within you. Repeat it, listening to your own voice, adjusting your intonation until you feel the phrase aligns with your energy. This is not just an exercise. It is a vibrational realignment. It is the purest way to realize that your voice is not just an empty echo in the world. It is an instrument that tunes your very existence. You can use it to release stagnant patterns, activate internal states, and connect with something greater than yourself. And when you start speaking with awareness, when you begin to hear what each word provokes inside you, something happens. Language becomes magical again. If you have ever felt a lump in your throat while holding back tears, a tightness in your chest upon hearing devastating news, or an inexplicable shiver when listening to certain words, you have already experienced what few recognize consciously. Words do not exist only in the mind. They manifest in the body. Every sound you emit, every phrase you pronounce, creates a reverberation in your energetic system, impacting both your physiology and your mental and emotional state. What we say and hear does not float in a vacuum. It inscribes itself within us. In spiritual traditions around the world, there is a clear link between voice, energy centers, and physical health. In Hinduism and Buddhism, chakras are energy vortexes connected to different aspects of our existence, and each one responds to specific frequencies. The throat chakra, located at the center of the neck, governs not only speech but also our ability to express truth, to transform thoughts into vibration. When it is blocked, we do not just struggle to communicate. We may experience throat pain, neck tension, and even breathing difficulties. The voice is a direct reflection of our energetic state, and this connection goes even further. Studies show that words carry frequencies capable of altering the chemistry of our bodies. It has been proven that sounds and intonations can influence heart rate, blood pressure, and even the immune system. This means that what we say, and how we say it, directly affects our biology. Have you noticed how some people constantly say they are tired, exhausted, sick, and actually live in a constant state of exhaustion? This is not a coincidence. Words are commands. The body listens, responds, obeys. Some shamanic traditions teach that certain illnesses are not merely physical, but energetic distortions caused by blockages in expression. What is left unsaid accumulates. What is swallowed manifests. What is not spoken turns into weight within the body. What have you been storing in your voice? How many words have remained stuck in your throat over the years? How many unexpressed emotions have turned into tension in your body? Try this now. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your throat and say out loud, I release everything that has been trapped inside me. Say it again with more intention. My voice is free. I express myself without fear. Feel the vibration of these words in your body. Feel the weight lifting, because it is not just about saying, it is about activating. The voice is a portal. The word is a link between body and soul. And if you learn to use it consciously, you will realize that there is no separation between what you say and what you experience. Have you ever felt that something inside you is out of alignment, like background noise preventing you from moving forward? As if there is a disconnect between what you desire and what you express. This happens because most people speak one way, but vibrate another. Their words say one thing, but their energy says another. They want peace, but live in conflict. They want abundance, but speak of scarcity. They want love, but reinforce words of rejection. The problem is not the desire. The problem is the frequency. Everything in the universe works by resonance. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. what vibrates within you. And vibration begins with speech, with thought, with the way you name your reality. If your voice and your energy are not aligned, it is like trying to tune in to a radio station with the wrong frequency. You only get static. The answer lies in intention and conscious repetition. Words spoken with intention create waves of resonance within you. Words repeated consistently reprogram your energetic field. Try it now. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what is the one word that defines the life I want to create? It could be expansion, power, peace, abundance, wisdom. Now speak this word out loud. Repeat it. Feel its vibration moving through your body. Now add a complete affirmation. I am expansion. I am peace. I am power. And now, the most important part. Carry this frequency into your daily life. It is not enough to say it once. You need to become this word, to speak in alignment with this vibration. If your word is abundance, then stop talking about lack. If your word is peace, then notice if your speech is filled with complaints and conflicts. Alignment is not just an abstract concept, it is a daily practice. Now that you understand that every word is a code, that every sound carries a vibration, and that the way you speak and think shapes your reality, the inevitable question arises, what will you do with this knowledge? How can you turn this understanding into something practical, something that truly shifts your energy and unlocks the inner forces that have always been within you, waiting to be activated? The answer is simple: ritual. Ritual does not mean something religious or mystical in the conventional sense. Ritual means intention combined with action. It is when you bring consciousness into what you say and do, creating a sacred moment where energy can be redirected. The ancients knew this. The Egyptian temples, the shamanic chants, the prayers whispered in caves lit only by torches. All of these were rituals of energy activation through words. And what worked for them still works today. Here is a simple yet powerful process. You can call it the final key, as it seals everything we have explored so far. Choose a sacred space. It does not have to be a temple or an altar, just a place where you feel centered. It could be your room, an outdoor space, or even inside your own mind, if you learn to go inward. Breathe deeply and access silence. Before speaking, before activating any word, tune into a state of presence. Because a word without presence is empty. But a word spoken with awareness is a key that opens internal doors. Choose the word you want to activate in your life. Think about what you want to unlock. It could be courage, clarity, abundance, power, healing, something that deeply resonates with your journey. Speak this word out loud, slowly and firmly. Feel its sound filling your body. Feel the vibration of this word in your chest, in your throat, in your entire being. Repeat it in a specific rhythm. Like ancient mantras, repetition creates resonance. It could be 3 times, 7 times, 11 times. The number is not as important as the intention with which you pronounce it. Feel the word becoming part of you. It is not just a sound leaving your mouth. It is an energy you are anchoring within yourself. You are not just speaking. You are transforming your vibration to align with this word. Now, a secret. This practice does not have to be something distant from your daily life. You can turn any moment into an activation ritual. You can say your power word when you wake up. You can use it mentally before a challenge. You can whisper it to yourself when you need strength. Because words are vibrational triggers. And now that you understand this, you can use them consciously to open doors within yourself. What will your word be? Most people live on autopilot. They speak without intention. They repeat negative expressions without realizing it. They reinforce destructive patterns simply out of habit. But now, you no longer have that excuse. You have seen the hidden structure behind language. You have felt the impact of word vibrations in your body and mind. Now, it is time to live it. Integration happens on 3 levels: First, what you say to the world. Every conversation is an opportunity to realign your energy. Do you choose to express elevated thoughts or fall into the cycle of complaints and negativity? Do you use words that empower or words that drain? A simple thank you can be a gratitude ritual if spoken with presence. An I love you can be a true energetic decree if it is felt. Second, what you say to yourself. Your internal monologue is the most powerful aspect of the word. What echoes in your mind throughout the day? Do you treat yourself with compassion, or do you sabotage yourself with constant criticism? What happens if you start speaking to yourself the way you would to someone you love and want to see grow? Third, how you consecrate your voice. Speech does not have to be just communication. It can be a sacred act. A simple good morning can carry real intention to wish someone a bright day. A phrase before bed can become a command for your subconscious. The secret is to speak with presence. And for this integration to truly happen, here are some simple yet powerful daily practices. Rewrite your emotional vocabulary. Pay attention to the automatic expressions you use. Replace "I'm dying of exhaustion" with "My body needs rest and I take care of it." Replace "That's impossible" with "I haven't found the solution yet, but it exists." Small adjustments make a huge difference in how your subconscious processes reality. Turn common words into rituals. Before an important meeting, before a decisive moment, before sleep, pause for a few seconds and say something intentionally. It can be a thank you, a command, a blessing to yourself. You are reprogramming your energy, and most importantly, share this awareness. The world needs this. When you speak with presence, with intention, with real energy, it reverberates in those who listen. You become a resonance channel for something greater. Your voice is not just yours. It is an instrument of the universe expressing itself through you. Start now. Write down what you felt and what you learned in the comments. Check out our other videos to keep advancing in your spiritual and personal growth. See you next time.